Hello, my name is Prime, and welcome back to this episode of ATS Showcases, and today I'm going to be driving this Mack R, which is an amazing mod which I've done in the past, and this Mack R is powered by a 350 horsepower Mack E6 engine, a straight pipe version, which is a fantastic engine mod, so both the truck and engine mod links will be down in the description below. So without further ado, let's get this Mack R started up and get on the road. Sounds mighty fine to me. I guess I should actually say where we are. We are here in Arbor, Oklahoma, and we're going to head down to Dallas, and we're hauling these utility poles on this flatbed trailer. I think it will be a really great delivery, but probably interesting as well because I am driving manual. There's actually a 6-speed manual transmission in this Mack R, so we've got to try and make sure I don't stall it. And it's been a little bit since I've driven manual, I won't lie, on the channel here. So we're going to see how it goes over. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I certainly am just enjoying playing some American Truck Simulator and checking out some of these mods. Well, I've checked out in the past for the sake of the truck mod here. And actually, we're going to go down. Come on, open the gate there if you don't mind. That would be fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah, checking out some of the mods I've done in the past. For this example, this Mack R. It is a fantastic engine mod indeed. Oh, grinding gears there. Been a while since I've driven manual, so give me a little bit of a break on this one. It has been a mighty long time since I've driven manual in a video, so I'm going to have to try and get back into the gear. No pun intended, with driving manual in videos. Hopefully it does go over well though. So let's go over into this right-hand lane here and I get talking about a few things because there's a few things we'll talk about in ATS here and what's kind of coming up. Oh, again, grinding gears. It does not like going into second. I think that's more of a me problem though, more than the truck. So I'm gonna see if I can stop grinding gears every, third gear change, and we'll go on for what's coming up here in ATS. Well, we don't really know a ton right now. I mean, obviously we have Kansas and Nebraska confirmed map DLCs. We know there's going to be more coming in terms of, well, trucks and other things like that. We don't know necessarily what, but we do know there is more to come in ATS, which is always very, very exciting indeed. But SES Software has been putting out these cool little behind-the-scenes videos about these different moments, either in the past, which most of them obviously are in the past, or things that they're kind of going to be working on. And one of the recent ones was their relationship with Packard trucks. So mainly for, Kenworth and Peterbilt, those kind of guys, but also with the relationship with DAF as well. I'm just going to exit here, so I'm not going to bother shifting more than I need to. So let's go down here. I have to get used to the gear ratios in this truck. I don't want to blow up the engine, which would not be a good thing at all, but the 6-speed in this truck is very interesting, shall I say. This is actually, to be honest, the first time me actually really driving the truck. I did a tiny little bit of movement in the yard there, but I haven't really done a whole lot in terms of driving this thing around, which is possibly a mistake, but it also makes life pretty interesting, shall we say, in terms of the video. So I don't mind that at all, but my word, it really is a long ratio difference, shall we say, between 4th and 5th. Obviously, I'm in 6th now. I mean, you guys can't really see that, but hey-ho, at least as far as I know. But it is... the difference between 4th and 5th is quite major. So trying to figure out where's the best point to shift down in the truck is actually very interesting, and that's something I've noticed just on that little pass road there. I've done other manual trucks though since well, the last time I've done it in videos. I've been driving around, manual, doing some things like that, and I promise I'm half decent. I'm not obviously an expert, but I'm half decent at it. But some of these transmissions, I don't know if it's just a combo with different engine mods or just the mod itself. I believe this actually 6-speed was designed by the Mack R author or something along there. It's from the Mack R mod itself. So I'm not going to give any, shade, let's say, to the author of the truck mod. But the thing is that the engine that's powering it was not necessarily made in conjunction with the truck mod. Well, it wasn't. It is completely compatible. The Mack E6 Straight Pipe engine sounds are compatible but they're just not, well, maybe tuned, let's say, in terms of torque and how those things kind of relate. Things may not kind of just mesh up the same way that you would kind of expect in other ways and forms. But overall, I think the truck is actually, an engine combo is very, very nice. And let's see, get some exterior sounds here. Sounds pretty good if you ask me. The straight pipe engine sounds are just always really good, and this is all by the same mod author. Actually, I've been kind of doing a lot of these engine mods, well, because they've been coming out quite frequently, actually. I believe it's Slav Jerry or something like that is the mod author name. Sorry if I've completely butchered your Steam username name that you go by, but even still, they are fantastic sound mods. Highly recommend them. Of course, free on the Steam Workshop. Once again, I have the links for both, well, any of the mods I'm using in any of my videos. If I am using them, they are in the description linked down below, so you can check those out if you so choose to. I normally do Steam Workshop mods. Makes it safe for everyone, and generally speaking, quite reliable. Don't have to worry about kind of updating them from third-party sites. They just update automatically, which is something I do tend to appreciate about the Steam Workshop mods indeed. Let's see where we're exiting off here. Looks like just up a little bit ahead here. Going down to Dallas, as I said earlier. Kind of getting out of Oklahoma now a little bit. Of course, we're going to go around some of the different areas on the map. And let's see how this downshifting works. Let's do some engine braking while I'm at it. Not too bad. Interesting sound mod, if you ask me. So wait, hold on. I don't think turn around. No, I do not need to be turning around. We gotta go down a gear here, so I actually move forward. So I need to be going left here, because yes, I do not need to be looping around. Okay. Trying to navigate these intersections is something not necessarily easy, may I say. Hopefully I did not just mess this up. No, I don't think. That's yeah, turn around. I guess it's going down on the other side of town there. So I think we're quite safe where we are. Now, in terms of what things I should be doing on the channel, or I say should things, what things do you want to see? Well, I've got a few things planned. Unfortunately, there's been some other factors that have slowed down what I was going to say, you know, would be coming very, very soon, which indeed they were supposed to. In the matter of fact, like they were within probably one episode. But there's some other things that happened that kind of put a little bit of a wrench in the plan there. So that's unfortunate, but it is also the way it is, and sometimes there are things that you cannot plan around. So we just got to hope for the best, and we'll go from there. Eventually, I will get some of this stuff that I have planned out to you guys, and it won't be hopefully too much longer. It's just a matter of what happens in time here. Hopefully things clear up a bit better for me, and then it will be all fine indeed. But I appreciate all the support though, hanging around here on the channel in the meantime. Oh, there we go, grind some gears. There we go, Prime. Kick the clutch in the gear there. Also, don't know if I fine-tuned my manual settings very much, because there is a bit of an update I did to my wheel and well, just wheel software on the good old Logitech G-Hub. The switch stuff. I'm just gonna go through this light. Gotta keep this delivery a little bit on the move here. Did a bit of an update, and it oh, there we go. Where is fifth? Oh, come on, get in there. There we go. Thank you very much. Basically messed up a lot of my profiles, and I've been trying to rebuild them, and it's just wasn't too happy. For whatever reason, ATS didn't really like it either. Not quite sure what happened there. So it's unfortunate. It's the way it is though, and I guess we'll go from there. But do hope that the manual wasn't too severely impacted, because I know I had prior changed some of the clutch sensitivities and stuff. I better get over to the right lane so I'm not hogging the left lane here. My word, I kind of forgot what it was like to try and drive manual while doing commentary more consistently. Definitely a challenge, and one that I probably should do more often now to really kind of, well, hone back in my skills on that. I used to do it actually a bit more, especially when I just received the shifter years back now. That was something that, you know, took a bit of time to get used to, but then I got used to it. It was perfectly fine. But since let's say the more general trend of trucks that have been coming out for ATS and so on and so forth, the more realistic way to drive them is automatic. Like it or not, that's unfortunately unfortunately or fortunately, the way that they are designed and the transmissions that are in them. So it's one of those things that I just went to automatic, and I just never changed the profile back. As lazy as that sounds, it's just the truth, to be honest with you. And yeah, it's just been kind of one of those wild roads where it's like, well, I guess I should probably, oh come on, I literally put it into fifth, and then the gears. Yeah, I think there is some also grain of salt. I'm not gonna try and like pass blame on grinding gears and stuff like that, and you know, missing a gear shift or something like that, because that is by many means sometimes just on me. And I'm not gonna hide that fact. But I do know some of it where I am quite literally looking at it, proper movement, and it still grinds it. So I'm gonna say that there's a little bit of variance in the quality of my settings here. I think some dead zones have been reset, which wouldn't surprise me, because I know some of the dead zones, stock Logitech even, and in ATS as well, some of the dead zones are a little funky, or at least compared to other manuals that I've been used to. So that doesn't necessarily give the best bite, shall I say, in the clutch sometimes. And for what my bit of creature of habit sometimes can be, isn't always, well, reflected the best, shall we say, in the simulation world here. So hopefully things go over well, though. And oh well, it's kind of fun to be doing manual as well, and it would be fantastic if you guys were able to see that. But in time, friends. It's coming soon. Don't you worry about that. It's just a matter of time, and a few other things need to come in line, but we're almost there. I decided to do an evening delivery this time. You know, it's kind of nice to be doing something different like that, and I am ever more discovering the impacts of I gotta be exiting here. Oh boy, cut across the lanes. Oh great. Here we go again. Oh, you gotta love it. You gotta love it indeed. The good old Prime Simulation mix-up of gears and, well, of course, different navigational errors. It's just all typical Prime Simulation goodness, isn't it? All typical goodness, if you ask me. Let's go ahead and start. Yeah, the difference, oh come on, between the gears is quite significant. Oh come on. This is actually getting a little frustrating, not gonna lie. Something that I know is perfectly fine to do, and of course, the one time I'm gonna try and do it in the video for the first time in ages is the time that I'm gonna have all these really annoying things happen, like grinding gears in game, which I know isn't really that big of a deal, but it's just so incredibly frustrating. And you know, it's along the lines of like, oh, I'm almost borderline just not wanting to try and shift down properly, and just kind of put the clutch in and hit the brake, because it's one of those things that it's just kind of annoying to try and get the shifter and clutch pedal on this thing working when I want it to. Sometimes you gotta be. I know driving manual is one thing. Don't get me wrong, I've done it plenty of times. These little nuances of, I guess, between automatic and manual, especially with these sometimes mod combos, and I'm not going to try and put any blame on the mod authors at all. There's a good chunk of it that's just my own doing, but still, it is interesting to try and do that. Actually, I was driving not too long ago, actually, for example. Oh, come on, there we go. Come on, get in there. Thank you. I was doing a little bit a while ago, actually, with the W900, and the transmission on that was actually very good, because with the straight pipe engine mod, it was a beautiful thing to drive. And honestly, I should have done manual for that delivery, because the actually, I believe it would be the SES software transmission for the W900 along with the straight pipe engine mod, it just gelled really nicely. And I had no... Oh, there we go. Try and get the camera over there, Prime. Thank you. It gelled incredibly nicely. And... Oh, what gear are you in now? Shifter? Thank you. Choose one. Oh, you gotta love it. Sometimes these good old Logitech shifters, love them or hate them, they sometimes don't necessarily like to go into the proper gear. Generally, I find second and fourth kind of mash together sometimes, and it will just kind of it'll occasionally just unspring and just not choose a gear. And I think that's what's happening. It's thinking I'm not hitting one of the inputs, and I think that's the common cause along here. But it's fine. We've shown up to the job site here, or at least delivery point. I guess it is a bit of a job site. So that's all that matters. Been a bit of a scuffed delivery, shall we say. But I think it's still kind of a fun one indeed. It's a fantastic engine mod, besides the fact that I've been blabbering along about the transmission goodness. That's all just my own doing, as I've said. But it is a fantastic engine mod, and I wouldn't do anything different around it. It is fantastic, as I said, and I can't wait to do some more with it. Now, do I have to... Yes, I have to go all the way down there. Alright, well, that is fine by me. Let's go ahead down there. Cruise around the corner. Engine brake works very well, may I add. Let's see. I think I have enough room to spin around so it's not a non-blindside reverse, which is the way I like to run it. Okay, let's go ahead and turn it around here. Other thing, not quite sure how... Oh, that wood in the ground. That's not good. That's actually very annoying, isn't it? That's a very annoying placement. Well, do you think I can drive over it? What are the odds? Yep. It's apparently not even modeled. Strange. Okay. Well, come on, get in a second. Okay, there we go. There's some definite clutch issues. I have that is finally what I'm determining it as, which is at least I've been able to finally figure it out. Because I go to release and it does not like it. One thing about this transmission, it does not go fast in reverse because there is apparently a bunch of potential toggles for reverse, I think. But it doesn't seem to work. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I think the issues we've been having today are probably a bit of my driving ability to at least some degree, and then also a mix match of mods that just don't seem to work, and also possibly equipment. I'm not trying to make excuses for stuff, but there are some things that just don't seem right. As I said, I've driven a lot of other manual things in ATS and, of course, other things as well, and it's just not seemingly working the way that I'm used to. It's fine, though. It's the way it is, and we've been able to deliver, and that's all that matters. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed this, let's just say, scuffed episode. It has been definitely a weird one, to say the least. Thank you guys so much for the continued support through some kind of more delayed times, shall we say, for some things that I really wanted to get out to you guys earlier. Things are coming soon. Don't you worry about that. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.